We actually went to Russia the first time together. Dennis was the band director at the University of North Texas, and he was invited to Saratov, Russia to conduct a professional band there.
I just happened to be on sabbatical that next semester, so that was a perfect time for us to go and to experience their culture, experience their lifestyle, and just see what we could do there.
We knew that the Methodist Church had a Russia initiative at that time. We found out that the partner church was in Saratov, same place we were going to. So we made arrangements to go to that church for worship. We walked up and down the streets. We had the address, and we didn't see it, and we realized that this home then was the church. It was a very small congregation, but when we walked in and saw the cross and flame on the wall, we knew that we were in a safe and a familiar environment. Over the years, we became very good friends with Reverend Tatiana. There was a developer in Saratov that wanted to buy the entire block where their worship house was. And Reverend Tatiana said, "No, I will not sell to you, because if I sell you this property, we will have no place to worship." So after 3 years of negotiation, the developer finally said to her, "If I build a church in another location, will you allow me to have this?" And she said, "Yes." The next time we went, she was taking us on a tour of the church, and she took us down to the basement, and she said, "I have a dream that this basement will be full of youth, and we will have a ping pong table." And the following year, Dennis was going by himself, and I said, "Dennis, buy them a ping pong table, no matter what you do." So he called me after he got there, and he said, "Oh, Janet, nothing has happened inside since we were here last. There are things that they need far more than they need a ping pong table." I actually had lunch with Cammie Gaston, and I said, "We've got to help." She said, "You know, my dad had a ministry with an orphanage in Russia and took their artwork and made note cards. Maybe you could do something like that." And then he remembered that there was an art class that was meeting in the unfinished church. So Reverend Tatiana, who had taken the class, said, "You can use my picture." And her picture was a beautiful cat made out of pictures of pairs of jeans. And so we took that and made note cards. We really did pretty well with those cards.
Because of the cost of completing the interior of the church, it can only be done in small stages. So what we would do here would be to try to determine which of the artwork that she had done would best serve doing that project.
Now the church is really thriving. They have a good following, and we're so proud of the things that they're doing and drawing and sharing the word in Russia. Word began to get out that Marfa Ministry was there to help. Matt Gaston was our pastor, and he had done a sermon, and it was about, "In a real mission, you will be out of your comfort zone." And I thought, he must be talking to me. In 2013, then we officially became a nonprofit. Marfa Ministry, the word Marfa is the Russian word for Martha. When we go to a new church, there are people waiting with their art asking us if we would please consider doing this. We have grown. We are up to 8 church partners now. Some of our churches have more than one artist in them. They're doing incredible things with the proceeds.
Everything from replacing roofs, replacing boilers, doing outreach for the hungry, taking children off the street in Habarovsk, giving them art lessons. It's not just concentrated in one area. It's spread throughout the entire country.
Oh my gracious, Marfa Ministry has changed us tremendously. We spend our days working on Marfa Ministry, in contact with our artists, planning fairs, planning merchandise. One of my good friends, Gloria Thomas, said, "How long are you going to keep doing this?" And I said, "Well, I guess I'll stop when things quit falling in my lap to be done." And she said, "You know, that may not ever happen." So definitely God inspired, and it's just handed to us. I mean, who would have thought that we would have been putting together a godly play training with the international representative from Canada and trainers from Germany, etc. When I talk to people that are considering starting a venture like this, I say, absolutely go for it. Yes, it's out of your comfort zone, but it is achievable and the rewards are immense.